Hello! Hello and welcome! Wonderful, okay, my chat is here. That's great, okay. So, hello and welcome! So today's, it's kind of a little bit of a random one, I suppose. But I just want to talk about this because it's kind of a little bit like resonates with the channel, resonates with the things that we do here and all of that. And I'm really excited for, we are going away for 3 days. And we're going to this event, which is up here, which I will talk about in a moment. But I just wanted to kind of discuss the event, what's going on at the event, and where we're staying, and why we'll still be available for, because I know, you know, I work with a lot of you, we do spells, energy work, readings, things like that. I may bring my runes with me if I get a little bit bored and I have time in the cottage. I may do some rune reading. That's not a promise, that's just if there's time. But I really want to, you know, show you guys the cottage, do maybe a little bit of a vlog and everything like that. It's really an amazing thing. But before I go more into it, I want to give a shout out to Kevin, who is a member of our community, who made a really great suggestion about the past life streams. Now, when I do the past life streams, sometimes I do kind of try to think about how maybe, why is this past life coming through? Is there a purpose? Is there a message? Is there a lesson? And I kind of stopped doing that because I felt a little bit pressured because sometimes there's a lot of people and the past live stream is quite a popular one. So I'm going to take that feedback on, and I'm going to take more time with each person's past life reading. So look out for that. That's going to be interesting, looking a little bit deeper, seeing if there's a meaning, seeing if there's a meaning for that to come through, you know, seeing what message comes through from that lifetime, which is important, you know, so that's great. So wait, let me just see here. So lesson says, can I be added? What is it you want to be added to? Is it the candle wax reading? Just let me know what you want to be added to and I will add you. So I want to talk a little bit mainly about this event, but some other things as well. Me and Leon had quite an interesting day. I finally got my new crystal rollers, because when I got the crystal rollers last time, there was 10, I think there was 10, and I gave them all out, you know? So Damini had her 3-month member package. You know how if you're a member for 3 months, you get a package from me, and it contains a crystal roller, crystals as well, and evil eye, you know, protection thing. And more so that's if you're a root chakra member. If you're like a heart member, you get a bit more. If you're a crown member, you get even more at your 3-month thing. But yeah, so I only just got the rollers. I was waiting on them. So we went to the post office today, and we decided to like nip in to this charity shop, which is really, really lovely. It's really great. The ladies, they're like old ladies who work there. They're so, so sweet. The table I actually use, it's in front of me now, that is from there. Absolutely love it. But I wanted to talk a little bit about the 2 things that we bought. So I'll show you, and then I will talk a bit more about the event. So Leon bought this. He said it looked like me, and I think that's really, really cute. It's very, very cute little kind of doll. She is just so cute. So there's nothing more I can say. She's super cute. But it really reminded me, so there's a member of our community. She's not too regular, but she does pop in. She does send messages, and I have worked with her before, and she's very, very lovely with a lovely energy. And she actually makes spirit dolls, and she made this one, and it really resonated with me. So I bought it from her, and that it kind of reminded me of that. So I don't think I've ever shown this properly on stream. I've had it in the background, but I've never spoken about it, I don't think. If she is still, she was selling these on Etsy, I think, for a little bit. if she is still selling these, I will update my description and put a link there so you can look for them. If you feel connected to one, I would recommend buying one because it's just so cute. It's made of like a lot of natural things as well. It has wooden arms. It's very beautiful, and I really feel connection, resonance, you know, whatever you want to call it, with this beautiful creation. Because when people are creative, they put their energy, their essence, their love and things like that into the creation, which I love. So I did just want to talk about that and kind of, I just think it's beautiful. I just think it's amazing. I love creative people, and I love you know, things that my clients show me that they've made. I have a client who makes this. I have another client who makes wands. And I have another client who wrote a book. So it's really nice. I always buy them. So do let me know if you have your own project. I would love to support you and buy one of your creations, basically. I love this doll. So Leon bought this, and it just reminded me of that, and I thought it would be so cute if we kind of make her into a witch. So I was going to make like a little broomstick for her, or get like a little mini tarot card for her. She is just so cute, and I was so made up with her. So yeah, I know. I think it's funny because I really felt like I was connecting with my inner child in that moment. You know, it is very inner childlike kind of thing. But I think that's important, and I think that sometimes we get sucked into being very serious, and connecting with our inner child is needed. So it felt really nice. But there was another thing that really caught my eye. And another thing that really caught my eye is this book. So I wanted to talk a little bit about it because it's really interesting. So it's a book here. It's called Exercise Your Demons. As you can see, it was £1, amazing price. Exercise Your Demons, a Mindful Journal by, if you can read it, Lucy Irving, I think. So it's really cute because sometimes I work with people who like have addictions and things like that, and I will always tell them to journal, and I say to them, if you feel like drinking or taking whatever it is, keep this journal and write down the reason. So what is the reason why you feel like taking it? Is it because you're bored? Is it because, I don't know, it's Friday night? So writing the reasons down, when you see the reasons on paper, you realise how kind of silly they are, no one needs to drink or to do whatever on a Friday night. It's not necessary. So when you see them on paper, you kind of realise a little bit how silly your reasoning is, or that you don't really have a reason and you're kind of making it up because, of course, it's an addiction. So I do think journaling does really help in many ways, and this is really interesting because what it does is it personifies all of the things that we try to get over, we try to cope with, and it puts them as demons. It personifies them in a way, and I think that's really an interesting technique and it could be very helpful to a lot of people. So me and Leon did look through the book. So if you can see, let me see where I'm putting it here. I will show you the other demons on it, but it's interesting because there's different ones. So we have, and what you do, so let's say, for example, here we have the anger demon. That's one that I don't have. I really don't have a lot of anger within me. I don't really, I'm a very relaxed and kind of calm person, but you do things like, decide what you actually would like to happen rather than having to hang out with a red demon. Write down a list of 5 things you can do to help you get there. And it has for each demon, it has these different kind of steps and things you write out. And what I really love about it as well is it was completely empty. No one had written anything in it. So it's like it's brand new. It's really interesting, and I just think the idea of personifying that negative trait as a thing, as a demon, or even just personifying it, giving it a name or something, I do think it helps. And of course journaling helps, and this gives you things to write about, regret demon, I think some of us have that. I think that's a quite common one. Did I miss one here? Procrastination demon. Procrastination demon. A lot of people have this. I do get this at times. And what I would really say, this is funny and you might find this silly, but if you have a lot of grey in your space, like your room is grey, your couch is grey and things like that, grey is the colour of procrastination. So try to have a bit more colour in there as well. But this is interesting. You know, there's all these different things that you can do. Personifying this, writing in a journal, of course, like I said. And it's so interesting. You know, you don't have every one of these demons. Avoidance demon. That I'm a Libra, and that's a little bit of a Libra kind of trait. Avoiding things, you don't want conflict and all of that. So I could have a read of that and maybe fill that in. Sadness demon. And it gives you also things to do, so like exercises to do as well. So it's really interesting. It seems very interesting, and me and Leon are going to go through it and fill it out. But like I said, there are some that I don't have. Embarrassment demon. I don't have that. I don't have shame. I don't have any shame. Be a fear demon. We could not figure out what that is about. Maybe it's about, because it's interesting. It says a cousin of the regret demon and pretty good friends with the worry demon. It's here to block out most of your memories and mess around with the vague ones that you still have. So yeah, so maybe it's like over drinking. So that's definitely, of course, a demon that we wanted to defeat. Overthinking demon. I don't have that, but I think that's a very common one. A lot of people do have that, overthinking. Gossip demon. You know, gossip demon is very, very strong. When I'm around people and they begin to gossip, I do feel myself coming into it. And then self-awareness is very important. I think if this person is gossiping about this person, they're probably gossiping about me when I'm not there. I really try not to get involved with that. So I do feel the pull to that. I do feel how people get sucked into that, but I don't engage with it. Be less curious about people and more curious about ideas. Yeah, so it's definitely like putting your energy into something else if you're gossiping, you know. Why are you gossiping about someone? Maybe there's a jealousy demon in here as well. A lying demon. I don't really, well, I don't lie. I don't really see the point in it. Discombobulated demon. Discombobulated is being confused by something that you've said, so I think that one's a bit strange. Arrogance demon. I don't have that one. I have very high self-esteem, but I'm very equal. So like I think that I am capable, powerful, and all of those things, but I also think that everybody around me is as well. So I would not say I have the arrogance demon. But it's just so interesting. Insomnia demon, I have had that at times. Lazy demon, very, very common one. But yeah, I'm just really interested to fill this out. So I will shut up about it now, but I thought that was so interesting. £1. Really like the idea. I think it is a good idea to personify something, give something a name or, you know, image in your mind and try to disconnect from that. So let's see what you guys are saying here. The doll is cute. Yes, it is. Hello, Kaylee. Hello. Negative emotions as demons. Crazy the book is told. Yes. So you're already resonating with that. And I think that's I think it's a really powerful technique. You know, we all have different techniques that work for us. This book might not work for some people, but I'm definitely going to try it. You know, I love to keep up with being self-aware and keep kind of checking myself and making sure that I'm, you know, balanced and all of those things. So I thought it was really nice. And really nice to see you guys, you know, asking how each other are and all of that. Kaylee, that's good. I'm glad you're well. Just feeling nauseous today. Kaylee, are you okay? Have you came down with something or something like that? Get in touch. Let me send you some energy healing. Jealous of that hat. I love this hat. I honestly do love this hat. It's very, very, it is very beautiful. I couldn't resist buying it. The gossip demon is a tough one for me to shake. That's how most people connect, especially in my workplace. Yeah, it is a thing in workplaces. Like that's kind of what I was thinking as well. You kind of, and I think because you're stuck there, you can't leave, so you do really get sucked into it. But I don't know, it's a difficult one. But I do think that maybe sticking up for that person that they're gossiping about could be beneficial and things like that. And when you just recognizing it, so when you're aware, it does make it more powerful. It is really great too. Leslyn, hello. So being self-aware is great, and I think that's why books like this are really beneficial, because yes, I don't have every single one of these demons. I don't think anyone has every single one. But it's good to check yourself. It's good to keep up with that self-care, checking yourself and all of those things. One that we were talking about was the unrealistic demon. Maybe that's if you're really in a delusional state, but I definitely do think aim high. You can do anything that anyone else can do, basically. So I do kind of believe in aiming high, but maybe that's a delusional kind of unrealistic. But really interesting, just really interesting book. Just wanted to mention it because it was £1 from the charity shop, or I think you guys might call it a thrift store. I'm not sure. So Kaylee says, I don't know what it is. I had a low sugar spell from my heart earlier and have just felt nauseous since. Yeah, get in touch. Send me a message, because when I leave the stream, I mean, maybe I might remember. I'm not that forgetful. Is there a forgetful demon? Maybe I should work on that. Whenever someone asks me something on stream, I'm always send me a message. I need a notification to remind me. I want to see. Oh, interesting one. Hangry demon. That is so funny. When we were looking at hangry demon, I just looked at Leon and I was like, that is kind of a little bit you. Leon is a big foodie, and he does get a little bit hungry when he's waiting on food, or there's something goes wrong and we haven't ate for a long time. There's definitely a hangry demon that comes out there. I'll get Leon to fill that one in. So possibly ginger flavoured things and plain crackers. Yes. So I mean, it kind of depends. Things like crackers, things like bread can soak up something if there's something there in the sense of being sick, or charcoal. But yeah, I suppose it does depend what it is and what you can take with your heart as well. But I know that Kaylee drinks a lot of puka. Is it puka tea? A lot of herbal tea. Kaylee drinks a lot of herbal tea. Yeah, Leon there. Hungry demon. I think the greedy demon maybe connects with Leon a little bit, but not in the sense of greed and selfishness, just when it comes to food. Yeah, you just love food too much. Yeah. Yeah, and it's so good. I really appreciate you guys saying which ones you have. I think it's very good, great to express that and to be honest about that. So let's talk about the event now. So I have it up here, of course. Maybe you have had a little read of it. Friday 26th of April. So we're Friday, Saturday and Sunday there. So it's really interesting. If you do want to kind of read this, you can. So we bought tickets, but we're not camping. So you can camp. The camping area looks lovely. There's barbecues and things like that, fire pits, places where you can cook food, lovely communal areas with couches and things like that. Of course, facilities like toilets and things like that. But we can camp, so if we want to, we can camp because we have that ticket. But we decided to stay in this lovely cottage. And we were reading the reviews and they are so lovely. There's this lady, the owners are apparently really, really lovely. They have a dog and I've seen a picture of the dog and I'm really, really hoping that we can stroke the dog. And, I just love animals. And also horses. This horse is very close. And you probably have seen the video of me hugging the horse, very close to the horse. That happened at a stone circle in... Leon, where was that? Where Josh lives. A stone circle in... Oh, I can't remember the location name. but I've been there twice now, and the first time, horses surrounded us. I was a little bit scared because, you know, horses can cause a lot of damage if they get scared or angry. So to be honest, I was a little bit scared, but I loved them, and I was stroking them, and they were so sweet. They just surrounded us. I just love that. So I'm hoping that happens. So we have Friday night. I think there is so what goes on? There's a talk about supernatural things that go on so it's in Gloucestershire, and it's at May Hill, and there's kind of, you know, myths or stories and things like that about supernatural things going on. The place where it's actually held, I think it's called Witch's Hill, so that's really interesting. There's a fair, there's kind of like a fair with food and vans and, you know, craft things. That one's free, people can come to that. But with the ticket, we get to listen to some talks, which I'm really interested to, and we get to see Inkubus Sukkubus play live, and I'm so excited. So, what is the event? Who holds the event? Inkubus Sukkubus is a band, and they hold this event, I think it's every year. They kind of change location every year. But they want to kind of do more. So I think they're very kind of like pagan. Their music I love their music. Of course, that's why I'm going. But they're going to play, but they do have all these other people coming in, doing talks, making it kind of more about the supernatural and witchcraft and things like that. So I'm really excited. I really love it. So let's see if I've missed anything here. The Tales of Witchcraft and Wonder. So it's going to be really amazing. So of course, Friday night we'll be there. Of course, we're GMT. So Friday night, I think I've already scheduled this. What I'm going to do, and what I always do when we stay somewhere, is cleanse it. So I'm going to, and you guys have been asking for a very long time for a cleansing video. So I've invited you guys to bring your own cleansing things with you. So if you sit on stream with me in the chat, and you have whatever you want. So you can perhaps, you know, have some sage or something like that, just to join me. Sage, incense, maybe you want to hold a crystal, something like that. I recommend like kind of black crystals because they're very good for cleansing. Or if you have sound healing instruments that are good for cleansing, I'm going to use some of those. So I'll be using some sage. This is dragon's blood coated sage. And I'm also going to use, as some of you know, some people who are quite regular here, I have this Google. And it is amazing. I love this, and I love frankincense, and this is resin. So I use this, my little incense thing, and we have, I don't know what this is called to be honest, but we have frankincense and Google in there to cleanse. We have sage, and I will be bringing some sound instruments for cleansing the space. So I'm really excited. I'm going to do that live. I'm going to do a bit of a tour maybe of the cottage, and then do the cleanse and show you guys the cleanse live. And I would love if some of you guys did cleanse yourself as well. So incense, crystals, sage, whatever you want to do would be perfect. And we can join each other and, you know, cleanse. So yeah, I think it's going to be really nice. A lot of people have been asking for a cleansing session, so I'm going to focus on cleansing the cottage, but I'm also going to focus on cleansing the people who are live with me as well. So don't worry if you don't have anything to bring, if you don't have a crystal, if you don't have incense, still come. I will do a bit of Reiki, I will do a bit of cleansing, I will use, you know, my elements, my Google, my sage and everything. So it will be lovely to see you guys there and cleanse, you know, have a cleanse together. So Rochdale, I think that is correct. Stone Circle in Rochdale, yes. That already sounds like it's going to be so much fun. Yes. So we have the fair. I'm really excited for what kind of things people are going to be selling. So we have the fair, we have the talks. I'm so excited for the talks. And we have the band, Inkubus Sukkubus, playing live. I would really recommend to listen to them if you, it might not be your kind of music. We all have different tastes, but if you are going to listen to them, my suggestions would be Queens of Atlantis. Oh, I always forget the names because I listen in my car on Spotify. So they just kind of come on my... Oh, Hedonistic Gene. I really love that one. There's definitely an element of the greed demon in that song, but it's a very good song. I do really like it. They have many good songs, but Queens of Atlantis, Hedonistic Gene, Belladonna and Aconite. That's the song that got me into them. Belladonna and Aconite is an amazing song. I really do recommend listening to them. They are amazing. The horses were beautiful. Yes, they were. They were friendly. They were. We have wild ponies. The New Forest? The New Forest? Is that like, I'm trying to think of the name of the person. The New Forest. There's something special about that, right? I think we wanted to go there. What is the New Forest? I'm so sure there's something magical and special about that. Correct me if I'm wrong. But yeah, so please join me for cleansing. I think it will be amazing. And I am going to vlog as much as I can about this beautiful event. And I'm just so excited for it because it's so nice to... If you listen to Inkubus Sukkubus, it is they are very pagan. I'm not pagan, I'm like eclectic. But I do appreciate like a lot of the things that they sing about, a lot of their kind of, their energy, you know? So give them a listen. If you don't like them, you don't like them. But if you do, that would be amazing. But yeah, it just sounds so nice. I'm so excited to go. And just see this experience, see what it's like. But like I said, so I'm definitely going to do the cleanse video live. If you want to cleanse, join in. If we have a lot of time, so it kind of depends on how many bands are playing, how many talks are on and things like that. I don't have the full schedule at the moment, but if we do have time, if we're kind of just chilling in the cottage, I may come on and do some runes or some runes probably. It probably will be runes that I will do. Going to bring my runes, so maybe look out for that. If I don't do that, I do apologise. But the cleansing I definitely will do. But yes, may do runes if we have time for that. So I'm so excited. Just wanted to talk about it because I am going to be sharing a lot of videos about this event. And I'm just so happy to go to an event that's very resonating with me, you know? Witchcraft, accepting of witchcraft, you know? Accepting of like supernatural things. You know, I think it's very important to... I love online. I love connecting with you guys that are very far away. But I do think it's important sometimes to be around that energy of people who resonate with you, people who, you know, and I don't mean like we all have to have the same opinion and we all have to, you know, it's not like that, but just people who, they resonate with you, the energy kind of resonates with you, and I just think it's going to be so nice. I'm really looking forward to it. The only thing is, please pray, guys, for good weather for us. You know, at least we're not camping. If it does rain, we're not camping. We have a little cottage. And a lot of the talks as well are indoors. So it should be okay. But I'm really hoping that we get good weather here. And I'm so excited. I don't think we've driven this far in my new car either. So I think it's going to be a really nice, interesting experience. Me and Leon love road trips. Like we drove 7 hours to Scotland and we just loved it. We love just listening to music, chatting about whatever, and stopping off for coffees as well. I have to stay awake on a 7-hour drive. But yeah, so I'm so excited. I really hope that there's some interesting things that I can share with you guys from this trip. And I really hope you join me for the cleanse. I really hope you do. So let me see the chat here. I think I am I'm going to Google the New Forest then. Let me see. So do expect some kind of videos coming up and things like that. The New Forest. I thought there was something magical about that, like it was linked to that man who like kind of pioneered paganism. I might be wrong. I might be wrong about that. I'll have to check that. But yeah, interesting. It's nice to have like really beautiful scenic areas around you. I think that's really beautiful. We have a lot here. We have nature reserves, we have beaches and things like that. So it's amazing. So yeah, that's pretty much all I wanted to talk about. Wanted to kind of explain a little bit about the event and let you guys know that because of the event for these 3 days, I won't be doing sound healing sessions, of course, because I can't bring all of my instruments with me. But I will have time to do maybe some energy work, so if people are booking Reiki, I will have time for that. May have time for some spells depending on what elements are needed. So, for example, a third party removal, pretty easy with not many physical elements, very energy based. So it just depends. So just letting you guys know. I will still be available, but maybe not as much as I usually am. And yeah. So, Shaylee, hello! Yes, I'm wonderful. I'm on top of the world. How are you? I'm wonderful. Literally just praying for good weather for this event. And I am wonderful. It's so nice to see you. It's been so long. Let me know how you are. So I am wrapping up in a moment, but I really want to see how Shaylee is. It's so nice when people who aren't regular pop in. I always miss you guys. I always miss you guys. Beautiful. I really hope you are doing well. So yes, let me know what you think about the book. Would you journal like that? Do you think that's do you think that journaling is kind of like a, how can I say, like a benefit, a good part of healing, you know? Do you think it works basically? And the cleanse, so please do join the cleanse, look out for some videos about this event, and love, light and blessings. I absolutely love you guys, and I'm okay, thank you. The weather will be good. Yes, Shaylee, I was just thinking about you, and then you saw me pop on. Amazing. Let me know how you are. Let me know anything new, you know, even if you know, if it's a private message, if you don't want to put here. Very lovely to see you. Theodora, hello. Really lovely to see you too. so I'm wrapping up here, but yeah, like I said, so let me know your thoughts on the book. I'm really interested in that. If the you know, our member who makes these, if she's still making them, I will definitely link them. They are so beautiful. They have beautiful, very beautiful natural energy. I love them. So I will link them if she's still selling them. And let's see. Please join me for the cleanse, guys. I'll do a little tour of the cottage. I'll do a cleanse. And yes, like I said, show you some things about this event. So Jasmine says, I journal, I've been doing it since I was a child. Yeah, I think it is really effective. One thing about the book, so I think the book is very interesting because of the way, you know, it's giving kind of instructions and things to write about these demons, these, you know, let's see, which one do we have here? The self-doubt demon. But sometimes people like to, if it's negative like that, you know, you're having self-doubt, you're having procrastination, sometimes people do like to burn that, so, you know, or bury it or something like that. So the book, I suppose, may not work for some people. If your practice is burning it, burying it, maybe you would end up with no pages in the book, you know. But yes, journaling is really effective. I really do believe that. Shelley says, I'm struggling, but things could always be worse, so I will be okay. I'm so sorry to read that. Yeah, I'm so sorry to read that, but I think that your attitude is very, you know, that's what you need in the situations. Some people kind of give up and kind of, you know, they have, I think it's actually, let's see if we have this demon in here. That is, oh. Well, worry demon, self-pity demon. Sometimes when people are going through, the really negative things or they're not feeling great, they kind of bring out or connect with that self-pity demon. So, you know, another thing in the book, but the Shaylee doesn't have self-pity, basically is what I'm saying. It's really good to not have that, and to be strong, and to see that there is positive paths for you in the future, you know, not giving up. And I think that's really important, because if you feel like things are really bad, it's having that kind of mindset that there is a positive path ahead of you, it's attainable for you, I think is really, really important. I think we do need to understand that, you know, I think everything is attainable to us. You can do what other people can do, you know. Everyone deserves happiness. Everyone has a positive path. So I think that's a nice attitude to have, Shaylee. Kaylee, yes, do drop me a message. Really concerned. I would love to. So we said we would meet at the beginning of May. Me and Leon are pretty busy between around May. Yeah, I think around May. So, but I definitely will make time to see you. Maybe Leon can come as well, if he's not working. So it would be really nice to meet up with you again, make sure you're okay, maybe do some in-person Reiki, something like that. Because yeah, I do worry about you, you know, with your heart. Yeah, so Shayla says, it's so true. The only person that can make things better is oneself. Yeah. I think that's really important as well, like not relying on other people for happiness and things like that. It's such a positive mindset to have. So, you know, when you have that mindset that you are going to get out of it eventually, you know. Remembering to show gratitude for what you do have. Yes, this is something we were talking about in the last stream. It's kind of saying, you know, as you're manifesting, maybe you have a little thing that comes. It's not the end goal, it's not exactly what you want, but it's a step forward. Remember to give gratitude for that step forward, because I think that's so important. Giving gratitude for each step, and not thinking like, oh, you know, I haven't got that, oh, it's not going to happen. Giving gratitude for each step is very important. Gratitude is very important. Kaylee, thank you as well. Jasmine, yes. I love you guys connecting in the chat and giving each other support and all that. Ginger biscuits. I drink pucker. Yeah, Kaylee, it's so funny. Like when I go to Kaylee's house, she opens the cupboard and it's like a pucker shop. It's like Kaylee's sponsored by Pucker, I think. Chamomile of a night. Yes, amazing. Do love chamomile. Jasmine, I talk aloud when negative feelings arise and talk directly to the demons. I tell them they only have so long before I'm aware, and they can feed off me and control me for too long. I'm very... Yeah, I sense it with you all the time. Jasmine has such a warrior energy. It's so beautiful to see. That kind of bright red, like, warrior energy. And it's so interesting. So I thought the book was amazing anyway. Like, it's £1. And it was so interesting. But when Jasmine said, like, she does that anyway, I just think that's a synchronicity, you know, that's so interesting. So that's pretty much all I wanted to say. Hopefully I will share some beautiful videos from the event, and hopefully you guys can join me for the cleanser. So I will just say, I don't know if Shaylee and Kaylee heard when I was saying, I'm going to do a cleanse. It's already on the homepage, it's already planned. I'm going to do a cleanse at the cottage, going to use some sound healing, some sage, and some Google and frankincense to cleanse the space. I always cleanse if I go to a hotel, if I go, you know, somewhere. When my mum bought a new house, I cleansed the house for her. There's a video of me cleansing my mum's house on this channel. There's a video of me cleansing my hotel room when I went to see Sarah when she was pregnant. So I'm always taking things to cleanse. It will be really interesting, but I thought, why not share it with you guys? Why not invite you to also cleanse with me? Because I have been asked so many times to do a cleansing stream. So what I will be cleansing the house, and I'll kind of have the camera out. You'll be able to see me do that. But then I will be giving Reiki and cleansing to you guys, anyone who is live on the stream. So please do join. Check the time. If it's really not a good time for you, let me know, because we can check into the cottage at 3 o'clock. I'm feeling like we might have a little conversation with the owners and the dog and everything. But so 3 p.m. is it's scheduled for 11 in the evening at the moment. But if we do have time, if we can change it, and if there's an event, so I'm not 100% sure on the timing of the events as well, so do bear in mind that cleansing might change its time. But if you can make it, please do. Or you can even watch it back and use your like sage and everything as well, just watching it back. I always say, you know, it still holds that energy. It still holds that energy when you watch it back. So you're very welcome to do that as well. But do let me know. So if you really do want to attend, have a bit of Reiki, have a bit of cleansing, and the time is really bad for you, let me know. Please do let me know. So Theo, sorry, I didn't realize negative emotions were related to demons. It's a great idea, Jasmine. Well, I think it's a personification. So it's powerful to have a personification for these things. So, you know, negative entities do exist, and they can feed off things like this. So, excuse me, my voice. They can feed off things like this. So if you really get into a rut and you're in self-pity, you're lazy, you're jealous, you can actually attract an entity that will feed off that energy. But this book's more about just personifying them, giving them, you know, they're a demon, thinking of them as a demon. So it's not to worry people and say, when you're lazy, there's a demon. But if you are really getting into a rut with one of these emotions, procrastination, regret, sadness, you may attract an entity and it may feed off of that. But this book is more about personifying them, you know, personifying them, talking about them, being open about them, and, you know, getting rid of them eventually. Sounds wonderful. Yes, I hope you can join. I really hope you guys can join. Check the timing on the homepage. If you're unsure about the time conversion, so I always recommend World Time Buddy because it's very good. Use BST for my time zone because our clocks went forward. So it's something on World Time Buddy. It's not GMT, it's BST. But I will check it for you. If you don't know, I'll check it for you. I'm very happy to do that. And yeah, I hope you can join. But as I said, very welcome to check back, and it'll be a little cleansing session and tour of the cottage as well. Okay. So Shayla, yes, in my opinion, the jealousy demon is the worst. That's definitely one that I don't have. I don't have the jealousy. But I will be honest about the ones that I do have, and I will fill out the book. Jasmine, when you think about how it correlates emotions and demons display the same, yeah, and it's so interesting that Jasmine already had that mindset. It's so interesting. So I have said everything that I want to say, that I wanted to come on and say to you guys, so I will get off now and leave you guys. Love, light and blessings to you. It's been so nice. It's been so nice to see Shaylee and Kaylee, who don't come in very often. But do please, yes, send me private messages if there's something going on that I may be able to help with. And Inkubus Sukkubus is the name of the band, okay? So I had some messages about how negative succubus are. It's just the name of the band. But I do love them. I recommend them, like I said. Queens of Atlantis, Hedonistic Gene, things like that. Very amazing songs. I love them. So, Theo, off I have been self for 8 months now. This is why the tarot has been showing the devil. Now I start understanding. I am really sorry to read that. So I think maybe I will, because obviously I'm doing the cleanse session because I think it's kind of, in a sense, it's like killing 2 birds with 1 stone, where I'm cleansing the cottage, which I would always do in private anyway, but then you guys can come on and have Reiki, so it's kind of like, you guys have been asking for a cleanse session, I can give you one in that moment. So, but what we are going to do is try to keep it very regular, because I think it will help. Like, if you're really stuck in a rut with one of these demons mentioned in the book, it will help to keep having a bit of Reiki, keep having a bit of cleansing. We'll really try to keep it up, you know, monthly, probably monthly. But yeah, we will have a wonderful time. I can't wait, and Leon can't wait either, so it's going to be amazing. So, love, light, and blessings to each of you. I know I keep saying that, but yes. So I'm going to leave now. Like I said, so we have my Facebook, my email, my Discord, my TikTok, and everything like that. Articles I've written, and all of those things in the description of the video. So feel free to message me, get in touch. I'm very happy to connect with you guys off stream. Love getting messages from you guys. And really hope that if you are going through something, I can help with some Reiki and some cleansing. So I would really like to offer that, and I think it will be a nice, relaxing stream. So love, light, and blessings to each of you. Just going to throw up for the end. Thank you to the members, as always. And yeah, love, light, and blessings, guys.